Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial opportunity for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is knowing what makes you great. I feel it's critically important to touch on this topic because a lot of time, I want the people to understand that what makes you great is not necessarily what you have right now in your physical possession, but instead is the visions that you're able to see. It's easy for people to be able to speak about the things they have, because everybody else can see that. But what a true leader, a true visionary does is to have as much passion. Like in my opinion, one of the greatest leaders of all time is Marcus Garvey. And the reason I come to that conclusion that he's one of the greatest I've ever seen is that this man have never been to the continent of Africa, but he's dedicated his entire life for reuniting the African diasporas, across this world back with the motherland Africa, and this man have never set foot on the soil of Africa, but the fact that he had such passion when he speaks about it, I didn't know till recently that he never been, because it's like, it wouldn't make sense. It's like, why would somebody be so passionate about something that they have never even seen? But this man had the vision and the ability to see his vision as realer than what he's seen with his naked eyes. And people, that's one of the number one attribute of greatness is you must be a visionary, people, because it legitimately mean when it says without vision you shall perish. How many major big companies that was giants? Think about Kodak. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know them. They are now, but it's like if you don't evolve with time and you don't have the visions to create, then after a while, whatever creation you have, because everything changes with time, it does expire. And if you don't have new visions to keep reinventing yourself and evolving to adapt to the times and situation, then you become obsolete, So it's like, what makes you great, people, is number one, you must be a visionary, people. And it's okay if you don't have that ability right now, because there's a lot of people that don't have that ability, and even for myself, I'm developing that as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you have a goal, that doesn't make you a visionary either. It's like, it's a start, but a real visionary is someone that can actually, in their mind, see all the moves, all the plays, man. It's like chess. They see the whole game before they even start. You know what I'm saying? Like a true visionary. And if you're not that, because like I said, even for myself, as developed as I am, I'm still working on that on a regular basis. So don't beat yourself up if you don't have that ability right now. What I'm saying to you, though, people, is that you must develop your ability to see the future that you would like to have, people. Because that's what a vision is. Create the future you want by imagining how would things be if things were the way you want it. And keep that in your mind and keep evolving that vision, people, till it becomes as real as the things you see with your eyes. And it's like, it's like when you develop that ability, man, where you can do that and the things in your mind are realer than what you see, that's, people, what makes you great, man. That makes you the greatest, because now you have the ability to create. The person you cannot compete with, people, is someone that can create, because they can always create whatever they want at will, That's the real difference too between a leader and a manager. A manager just maintained the vision or the systems that in place. A visionary and a true leader, people, again, is the one that can create everything that they want with their mind. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do today. And I'm truly imploring you to really develop and master that skill, because it is indeed a priceless skill to have. The ability to visualize the things you want and therefore ultimately materializing it, you know? So anyways, what makes you great? That's number one, vision. I think you got the point on that one. Number two, I would say, people, is self-discipline. You know, you have to develop the self-discipline, people, to really make sure, man, that you do the things that are necessary, especially when you don't feel like it. Because, you know, that time will come. There'll be times that will happen where you really don't feel like doing what you know you need to do. And in those cases, you have to have the self-discipline to tell yourself that, look, man, I'm going to get it done because I know I need to get it done. You know? And it's like the third part of it, people, is be willing and able to restore integrity on a daily basis. Because for a visionary, you know, a person that's a true leader and going after things they've never explored or done in the past, just know that there are not only going to be challenges, but there's going to be mistakes that's made along the way. There's going to be promises that are broken. And then the question becomes, who do you become in that instance? Do you become somebody who don't follow through or make up for the mistakes that you make? Or you're going to be somebody who really take pride in having integrity and on a daily basis work on restoring the promises that you've broken, whether it's to yourself or others. I mean, there's other things I can come up with, people, but I'm going to tell you for today, those are the main three right there. I want you to focus, people, on developing your vision of what it is that you want and make your vision be realer, just like Marcus Garvey. Your vision should be realer than your circumstances. Number two is definitely being willing to do the work, man. You know, I forgot what number two was, people, but number three was integrity. I remember that much. Definitely have integrity, man. Discipline. Number two was discipline. Have the self-discipline, people, to do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not, people. And number three, again, was integrity. Work on those three today and work on those really intentionally until you master those, because that's how you become great, people. Like I shared with you last week, I want you to create goals that can deliver on the promises of you being very successful, being a millionaire, you know, and all the other things I affirm for you every single day. It's like it's not going to happen without the plans, people. So I'm encouraging you to visualize plans that can deliver that for you in your life. My declaration for your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God that's inside of you will continue to work on you and develop you by shaping and molding you to being the amazing being that I know you are. You know what I'm saying? I pray for you, people, every single day, man, and I wish you nothing but the best. Let's get busy doing the work, people. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.